Okay, so, uh-oh. The other day, I was thinking about how the first house that we have is actually our bodies. And how well do we take care of our first houses? Is that right? How well do we take care of our first houses? You get it. How well do we do a good job at doing that? I think as humans, like, we have a tendency to want to look at all these outside things like, oh, I want that, I want that, I want that, which is kind of like the lust of the eye. But we don't really take the time to look at what we already have, like our bodies. Like, how well are you stewarding that? And I'm also talking to myself because I'm not the best at doing anything I should be doing, like exercising, for instance. I'm trying to make myself like at least move my body for at least 10 minutes a day, like do some strengthening exercises for my body at least 10 minutes a day. But it's like we already have something, like God has already given us something to take care of. But yeah, we're constantly looking outside to see what else we can get, what else we can gain, instead of taking care of what we already have. And it's like how can you be a better steward of that? Because First Corinthians, what I think is 6:19 and 20, which I just looked up because I don't just know that. I know it's in the Bible, but I don't just know it by heart. But it says that our bodies are a temple of the Holy Spirit, and that we should honor God with our bodies. And when I think about our bodies being a temple of the Holy Spirit, it's like I like to look at my body as if it is like an actual physical church. Like, would you dump trash in a church? Would you write graffiti on the walls of the church? Would you smoke in a church? Like, whatever you would or would not do in a church is what you should do with your body. That's kind of how I like to look at things. And it's like you would treat a church with the utmost respect, right? So you should also treat your body with the utmost respect, which we don't tend to do. Well, I guess I shouldn't be saying we, but I think you could just look around and see. You can tell when people take care of their bodies. Like, you can tell when people eat healthy. You can tell when people are actually caring for their bodies. So it is something that you can physically see. It's not like you can't see that. But it's like, how are we taking care of what we already have? And are we doing a good job? Like right now, I don't have all the luxuries that I'm used to having, like getting my eyebrows done, getting a pedicure, and all that stuff. But does that mean that I shouldn't continue to take care of myself because I'm not used to having all the stuff that I want? And you can still take care of yourself even if you don't have all the things that you're used to. Like, I'm not gonna touch my eyebrows today. I'm not gonna touch them right now because I think once I do get them done, they're gonna look really good. But I will still like brush up my eyebrows and trim them and trim the excess hairs, or do a little razor to clean them up a little bit. I'll still make sure I clip my toenails and make sure they're clean. Make sure they're clean and all the things, and my nails, like, make sure they're filed, make sure they're even, and do stuff like that. Like, even if I don't have those luxuries, I can still take care of myself. And even just like with my hair, like, I don't like combing my hair, but I know how to comb my hair. And a lot of times when you don't really want to take care of what you already have, it's really just laziness. It's like, that's what God showed me. It's really just laziness. It's like I know how to comb my hair. I know how to do my hair. I don't like doing it, but that part of me that doesn't like doing it or don't want to do it is just me being lazy. And we know that God does not like laziness. It's like, I don't know. We often pray for all these other things that we want, like constantly praying for things that we want, but how are we actually taking care of the things that God has already given to us? How are we taking care of the things that we already have? Like, it's about stewardship. How can God give you more when you don't even take care of what you got? If you don't take care of the little, you're definitely not going to take care of the much. Like, if you mishandle the little, you're going to mishandle the much. And it's like, God has already given us things, provided us things before we even got here. Like, you already have plans, you already have the provision, things are already worked out for the most part. Not for the most part. Things are already worked out before we got here. You already had plans, you already had things set in place. And it's like, what are we doing about that?